Out in Duncans Cove today, I'm going to hike the so-called Duncans Cove trail. It's not a formal trail, but it's fairly well used, so it's pretty easy to follow. It's near Halifax, Nova Scotia, in the outer harbour. There's some concrete blockhouses that are still here. It's from the harbour defences from World War II. This was a major staging area for convoys to Europe, and I'll have a look at those as we go along. As you can see, just over the trees there's a big house. There used to be one right there. They tore it down when the guy built that house, but it kind of goes along here. Anyway, over in the distance there you can pretty much see what we're going to see. A lot of rock and water, and in the summer there's a lot of seals and minke whales in the area. I don't know if we'll see anything today. Walked up over the ridge. This is what you see. It's just going to be ocean for many, 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 many miles. Had an interesting encounter with some geese. I'll tell you about that later. Made it into my first cove here. The sun's starting to come out, so it's going to be a good day. It was snowing pretty heavily earlier today. So that's the island you can see in my first shot of this video. There's the glass house I was talking about, where the first sentry post was. So I'm pretty much along the coast all the way down, so you'll get to see a lot of water if you're a fan of that stuff. Sea ducks, fishing boats. Now there was a storm yesterday in New York City. There's a blizzard, and I thought maybe we'd see some waves, but I guess they're not here yet. We're going to get hit by a storm tonight. I'll check in with you later. The whole area is a barren and pretty fragile. You can see probably somebody walked there a few times, and the soil just all erodes away from what little vegetation holds it on, if that goes. And the trees in this area are all stunted and misshaped because there's just not enough soil for them to really prosper and grow. Up on the hill there's a little more, but you can still see they're still not normal size. This area gets hit pretty hard with storms and things. It's right on the coast, and when they come in off the Atlantic, they batter this area pretty good. That's our ultimate destination up there on that hill. You can see the blockhouse, maybe sitting there. So that's where we're heading there today. That's probably a couple kilometers away. There's the trail. Here's our thunder hole. It's pretty much a straight fissure in here. It gets quite loud as the waves get bigger. See if I can get another angle here. I don't want to get too close, so the ground here is kind of soft. I don't know if it'll give way or not. Can't get much closer. This is what it kind of looks like. So, cool spot. At a high point there right now. So kind of came from this direction. You can kind of see where we hiked around that point up on the hill. There's another ruins or blockhouse, whatever, for the harbor defenses. It's kind of pretty much the topography of the area. Barren with a few occasional trees. kind of come back around here. Fishing boat. It's lobster season here right now. A lot of water. So that's where we're heading. I still have this here to traverse. Not too bad. Well, I made it. As you can see, graffiti, but this is the little place that our soldiers stood sentry. I'm gonna go inside so you can get a feel for what they saw. Sambro light off in the distance. This, I assume, would have been the gun placement. They had reason to use it. Here's what they get to look at. Now, there was a lot of activity. There was some U-boats patrolling off the harbor that sank some of the convoy ships from time to time. Just panning around here. A couple more fishing boats. Probably with the storm coming, probably a couple days before they get back out. There in the distance you can see the house kind of where we started. Sorry for the wind, I forgot to get out my little thing I used to break the wind. Now, there's a group of people I think I was supposed to be hiking with. Oh well, next time. I'm not sure really what some of the holes were in the building here. There's a couple here that maybe vents, I guess. I'm not sure if there was glass in the front of this. Probably not with the, there's a couple more over here. That I guess is where the stove was. There's a chimney on the outside. Well, I'm ready to head back. I just had a delicious lunch of ramen noodles and coffee. The good coffee too, the Starbucks Via. You know, I just noticed that the fog is starting to come in here a bit. Not so much inland yet, but there's those boats you've probably seen kind of throughout my hike. Not quite as clear as they used to be. And if you look over, kind of way over there, that land used to be a little more clear. So even it is starting to move in a little bit. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. With the visible eye, you can actually see it moving. So, and the air is getting colder. Might have been because I was you up later on. Champagne Dam, April 14th, 1941. It's amazing. They built this dam almost 70 years ago for, I don't know, drinking water maybe? I don't know why they'd have a dam here, but the friggin' curbs in my neighborhood are 15 years old and they're disintegrating. So go figure, I guess they don't build things like they used to. I almost forgot to tell you my goose story. On the way in here, I met up with a couple of large geese and walked towards them, didn't think much about it. Anyways, they got really angry and charged at me. So all that was going through my head was America's Funniest Home Videos, where the geese are grabbing people in sensitive areas. So, being the brave person I am, I took off running. So if you're ever out at this trail, beware of geese. If I see them on the way out here, I'll take a picture.